GALA is on the rise and is starting to rise pretty big at the moment. We are having some big green cones, and guess what? In today's update, I'm going to give you the next possible move because we have been able to plan all of this again once more. I know I repeat myself, but we plan everything before it happened. How is it possible? Simply by using the good technical analysis. You don't care about the fundamental or whatever you want. Technical analysis is doing the job. For example, in the previous updates, okay, I have done, so it was on the YouTube channel, really, in some daily updates and live Bitcoin and altcoin live streams, really. We were simply looking here for this buy zone. You can see here, we were simply looking for this buy zone. We have been able, of course, to ride all these smaller waves before this. Was looking here for this buy zone before to look for a nice increase in price, and so to look simply for a wave, I mean a big push to the upside here, really, for the wave 5. Okay, so now we are simply going to see what we can expect next, really, with this asset and what we can look for, and because we are getting a really nice long bounce at the moment of the target, and all of this is possible to trade as always. So if you enjoy, by the way, the content, make sure to smash that like, to subscribe, to turn notifications, because I'm going to make a lot of updates like this to update even sometimes this smaller wave count, so you can really stay updated and always get the next move. And all of this, by the way, is free. And if you want to join the Discord server where you can really stay updated, for example on Floki yesterday, I have not posted any video about it, but we have been able to trade all these smaller waves here. I was looking for this, that brings us with a really nice long trade again. So anyways, if you want to stay updated, make sure to join the Discord server. It's absolutely free. You do not need to pay anything. You just need to verify yourself, to just a verification to avoid all the spams and bots and all this all the stuff, really, so you don't get DMs, some scams, really. And once you have done this, well, you have access and you can just enjoy, really. Everything is free. So I'm using Elliott Wave for more than 5 years, okay, and so I'm going to simply update this chart, really, by using Elliott Waves. If you want to learn this technical analysis, I'm going to jump in now the technical analysis, but I'm going to cover this at the end. If you want to learn this technical analysis, Elliott Wave, you are at the right place, and as I said, I'm going to cover this a bit later into the video. So here, we're simply looking for this wave. So first of all, a bit of a bigger time frame. So this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the white 5 waves, you can see here, I was looking for this already before we bounce like this. So this is not GALA, by the way, it's here. So this was planned already before this happened, as always. You can see here, well, it was even before that, by the way. Yes, I remember, by the way, this. Before it happened, you can see I was looking already, before we even take the highs, was looking for this increase in price, and then we just have been simply trading all these smaller wave count. And so now, here we are, we took the highs, we are getting this nice continuation. So what is the possible start here? For the moment, I'm gonna take this. If we have to do a massive increase in price, I'm going to switch to something else. First of all, we can look here for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These green waves are simply going to complete the white wave 3. As always, into a wave 1, 3 and 5, we need to get 5 waves. So here, for example, you have the 5 waves. Into the B wave, you have a correction. Into the wave 3, you have 5 waves. And into the wave 5, you're going to get 5 waves. Into this wave 3, you have 5 waves, as you understood. So into the wave 3, here the 1, 2, 3, or 5, you have the 5 waves. And again, it's like Russian doll. So into this smaller wave, we have some smaller waves. For example, here into the green wave 3, we have this yellow 5 waves. And into the green, the yellow wave 3, we'll have these small blue 5 waves, extra. We have also 5 waves into the wave 1 and 5. I'm not going to cover all the smaller wave count because you're here to know what's next. So here what we can look for, it's simply not to the wave 5 targets because we're already in an extension, so it's not really useful to add these wave 5 targets. We simply have to add the bigger wave 1, 2, 3 targets. To do this, I'm just gonna go on a bit of a bigger time frame, such as the 12 hours, and you just need to take the extension tool, click first on the wave 1 route. So I'm gonna go on the log scale here to catch this a bit better. So wave 1 route, then you just have to second click on the wave 1 top, and the third click will go simply here on the wave 2 bottom. From here, you're simply going to add the following targets. So you can remove the log scale and add all these targets here. These targets are simply going to be the targets of the white wave 3. Remember, there is always the possibility of being bearish. It's possible. It all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is turning really bearish, it's gonna retrace also. In that case, it was simply an ABC zigzag. Only time can tell. It's impossible to determine this. It's either 5 waves correction, 5 waves, so A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. In that case, next we have a wave 4 and a wave 5. So if we're in a C wave, after the C there is no wave 4 and 5, you're just going to drop. So can be a good take profit as always on the wave 3. So now, this wave 3, so we have the targets of this, so to speak, here is the 1-to-1 extension, 1618, 200%, 2618, 3618, and the 423.6. These are the targets of the wave 3, so now we are above the 120 extension, so we can remove this and now look simply for these wave 3 targets. Now we know what price we can look for, so we can simply gonna, by the way, add this back like this so we can get the bigger numbers. Remove this, perfect, so you can still read the numbers. I'll let you pause the video to check out the prices. Now the thing is, we need to do the smaller wave count of this to add a bit more confluence to this. For the moment, as I said, I'm going simply to take this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if the wave 5 start to go a lot higher, but like really do something really big to the upside, I'm simply going to switch from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a bigger wave 1 and a bigger wave 2. In that case, we will be in a wave 3. This can be taken if, for example, the RSI, the current move, start to break the previous high on, for example, the 12's daily time frame. If we do so, well, this is the wave count we'll have to take. But for the moment, let's not be too and massively bullish. I don't want to make you FOMO at all. This was something to buy on the support, not now, even if I'm expecting higher prices. And so from now, we can simply look for the wave 5. The wave 5 target will simply end up, the wave 5 really will simply end up is any of the above target we can look for. Now we can do the smaller wave count into this green wave 5 to see a bit more where and what we can look for here on a lower time frame. So we can also trade this move. So in a wave 5, we have to get 5 waves, as I said earlier. So we have to get 5 waves in the wave 1, 3, and 5. So into the wave 5, we simply need to count 5 waves. Here we have a wave 1. We'll have next a wave 2 retracement, and we are now in the wave 3, 4, 5. So it should not crash directly, except of course if we start to make a longer correction into this green wave 4. So I'm just going to increase the size of this, going to change the color of this, and so we can make, for example, a bigger ABC flat or double EXY more likely now because we're a bit higher. So it's possible to still retrace to make the wave 4 a bit longer, but as always, we have the 5 ways correction 5 ways. So for the moment, we're going to take the case that the wave 4 is in, and we're going to look for the wave 5. So now, as I said, we just need to count 5 waves into the wave 5, and so here are the 5 waves, and so to do so, we just need to add now the targets of this to really trade the smaller waves. So same as for the bigger time frame, we have to find a wave 3 targets. So again, you take the extension tool because you're looking for an extension. So you click first on the wave 1 root, second on the wave 1 top, and third on the wave 2 bottom. From here, as always, you add the wave 3 target, so the one I gave you before, if I didn't forget, by the way. But anyway, so you add the wave 3 targets there, so you have the 1-to-1 extension where we have only 2% chance to stop, so it's extremely small. Is it impossible? No, we still have 2%, but it's very small. Then we have the 1618 right here, then we have the 200%, the red one here, the 2618, 3618, and the 423.6. All of these targets are the targets where we're going to look for the blue wave 3 to be completed, and next from here we're going to look for the wave 4 retracement, so a bit of a pullback, and again another increase in price for the wave 5, and this 5 wave will simply complete this green wave 5, so the high time frame white wave 3, or as always a C wave. In that case, next is a crash, so that's why it's a good take profit here still. Okay. Of course, for the lower time frame players, otherwise for higher time frame, you don't really care about this wave 3, you wait for the wave 5 next, or you wait really for an invalidation of the wave 4, so to speak, to break the wave 1 top, or we start to retrace and break below the 61866%, but I'm not going to cover this today. So now, this is what we can look for. We're simply going to look for a retracement from any of these pool, or these fibs right here. The thing is now, if you want to trade even more than this, so to speak, go on a lower time frame, so to speak, really scalp this, well, you can absolutely just have to add this wave 1, 2, and then you have the wave 3 or 5, and these 5 waves will complete the wave 3. Now, I'm not going to do this here. I don't want to make it too complex. If you want to trade this with me, simply join the Discord server, and I'm going to try to trade it because I'm trading already a lot of assets, so it's complex to be on every single one, but, well, maybe I'm going to trade it, so if you want to trade it with me, well, simply join the Discord server. You will know where am I buy zone, where I'm looking for a long, where I'm looking to take profit, all of this really, so it's free, just join and enjoy as always. So the thing is now, so wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, I'm gonna add the waves here so you can see everything. Let's take the case that we go to the exact 1618. From here, we're going to look for the wave 4. How do you find the wave 4 targets? I can now remove this. We can simply pull the retracement tool because we're looking for a retracement. We simply pull it from the wave 3 top down to the wave 3 root, or as always, you can simply do the opposite if you did not reverse your tool, so from the bottom to the top. If you reverse your tool like me, from the top to the bottom, it just makes more sense for me. But if you prefer the other one, do the other one, it's really up to you. From here, you add the 23.6 MC fib, so the 3132, 38.2 and the 50%, and this will simply become the buy zone. If we go, for example, here, I don't know, maybe to the 2618, so to speak, the wave 3 go really high and do something massive here, we're simply going to look for, bam, the same retracement from the wave 3 top down to the wave 3 root, and this again will become the buy zone. This is a way you can find this. If you want to stay updated, as I said, join the Discord server. I'm gonna do this for you, but again, if you want to do this, well, this is how you can do it. And if you want to learn all of this, you will be able to on the website, because on every Monday, I'm going to say this now, by the way. So you have a brand new Elliott Waves course on the website. For now, you have the first listen available. All of this is free, and so you can see here for the moment, you have the basic rules. If you go into your account page, you have, for example, here, you will get the 4 first courses. Bam, on every Monday you have a course, and then on Wednesday you have a Q&A on the previous course. If you have any question on this, well, you will have the answers, really. And so yeah, on every Monday you have an Elliott Wave course, and what I'm telling you right now, all of these FIP pools and everything, the turrets, all of this is really in these first 4 courses, and next you have a contest that you will be able to play for absolutely free. You will get 3 contests at the end. The first one is starting in 22 days, so before, well, it's starting in on April, really. You can find really the calendar into your account page. And next, if you want to continue, you do not need absolutely to do anything. If you don't want to continue, do nothing. If you want to continue, you will have to sign up as apprentice, and you will get 6 more courses with some more complex correction waves, some more rare cases, Elliott Wave plus the RSI, for example, how to find some correction, how to find the impulsive, how to use this. Really, I'm not training the RSI, absolutely, it's just to help you to play the wave on the chart. Just some few tips with some gaze patterns, some live chartings and everything, so you can really see how to apply all of this on the chart on your site. But otherwise, you can just join us for the first 4 courses, because the first 4 courses represent, as I said earlier, more than half of the full Elliott Wave course. So if you want to learn Elliott Waves, you've come to the right place, and you're right on time, because there is only the first, for the moment, listen available, and on every Monday until April you will get the 3 next courses that represent, really, as I said, more than half of the full Elliott Wave course. Anyway, now, on this being said, let's continue. So, wave 3, next we just have to look for the wave 4 retracement. So, this buy zone here, this will become the buy zone where we look for to reload the bags, really, to look for a long trade. And once we have done the wave 4 bottom, we simply look for the wave 5. How do you find the wave 5 targets? You just have to take the extension tool, because again, we look for an increase in price, so an extension. Take the extension tool, click first on the wave 1 root, second on the wave 1 top, and third on the wave 4 bottom. So let's take the case, as we have done something pretty small, that we're going to go to the 50%. From here, simply add the following targets: 618, 120 extension, 1618, and the 261.8. This will be the wave 5 targets. So you can see here, for example, if you do something basic to the upside here, the most common impulsive, which will stop around the 1618 all the way 3, then retrace 50%, because we have done a small wave 2, so we should do a big wave 4, and from here get a nice increase in price into the 120 extension. That should bring us around the 1618 most probable target to reach minimum if we're in the white wave 3, of course. Now, of course, keep in mind, there are a lot more targets we can reach much more higher prices. It all depends if we do a normal impulsive or if we do something really massive to the upside. But if we do something basic, well, this is how you can find all the targets and how to trade this, by the way. You just have to enter into the retracement and take profit on the targets. This is the only thing you have to do. Never close, by the way, 100% of your trade, because there is always a possibility of going higher the targets you've planned to do some extension. If, for example, we have to be bullish from here, we can go, for example, and make a wave 3 around the 423.6, then look for the wave 4, and then look for the wave 5, and do something really massive to the upside, and really make some big push-ups, okay? So that's why you never close 100% of your trade, take profit, and when you start to confirm the bigger pullback here, well, either close the trade or compound if you prefer. It's really up to you. There are many ways to trade Elliott Waves, but yeah. So this is what we can look for on this asset, and once we have completed this blue waves, we will complete. So either, okay, for the moment I'm gonna take this wave 5. As you understood, if we start to push a lot higher, I'm going to switch to a bigger wave 1 and bigger wave 2, and this will be in that case a wave 3, 4, 5, and not a wave 5. The green one you can see at the moment, so it can push a lot higher. But until this happens, I don't want to be too bullish. I'm staying neutral, you know, I'm not too bearish, too bullish. I know there is more in my name, but if I have to short something, I'm going to do it as always. I'm trading based on the order flow. So this, for example, is an order flow. It allows you to see what's going on, what's happening really behind the market. And this is how, for example, I have been able to long the Bitcoin all-time high, and how I have been able to, you know, after the 15% drop, how I have been able to also to long the bottom. So you short the all-time high and long the bottom, and all of this is possible by getting a strong plan and using an order flow to confirm your trades, really. But anyways, so now this is what we can look for really on this asset, and so yeah, let's just update this later when we got the moves, and if you want to trade this with me, well, as I say, simply join the Discord server and you will stay updated and you will be able to make some nice profit normally with me. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you want to learn Elliott Waves, don't forget to go and check out the MOONCHARTS.fr website. You're at the right place. I'm using this for more than 5 years. And you can see it's working fire when it says use it correctly, because there are a lot of stuff going on. Some people creating some rules just because they want to create some rules, some fake counts. I mean, this is really crazy what you can see on the internet, really. So you will see by yourself. For now, I hope this helped really to understand a bit better Elliott Waves. You can see that when you use that code, you can literally predict what's going to happen next really on the markets, and all of this is possible, well, when you use something good. As well, if you don't use something good, you cannot really use, I mean, it's not going to work really. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Have a nice weekend ahead. If you enjoy the content, don't forget, as always, to smash a like, to subscribe to the channel, to turn notifications. If you can also write some comments down below, as always, this helps a lot. So really, thank you so much if you take the time to do it. Have a nice weekend, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.